It's one of the largest mass murders in the history of the nation, and it ranks as the #1 mass killing in Pennsylvania. George Banks out of Wilkes-Barre killed 13 people back in 1982, and despite the passage of 43 years, the crime is still talked about in NEPA and beyond, and it's now the focus of a 2822 Now app podcast. Our I-Team's Andy Mehalshick covered the rampage and originally and joins us now in the 2822 Now studio tonight. Andy?
Well, good evening, Nick. In fact, I covered it as a radio reporter. I was also a student at the time at Wilkes College, and really this crime shocked so many in northeastern PA. How could this possibly happen in Wilkes-Barre, Pennsylvania? Now, the name George Banks still haunts many people. Now, think about this. He killed 13 people, including 7 children. It'll be the focus of a Mehalshick Files podcast here inside the 2822 Now studio in downtown Wilkes-Barre. Let's take it back in time. 1982, early in the morning, September 25th, 1982, George Banks goes on a murderous rampage in Wilkes-Barre City and Jenkins Township, then holds police at bay for several hours, finally surrendering peacefully. Banks shot and killed 8 people inside a home on Schoolhouse Lane. In Wilkes-Barre, he shot 2 men who just happened to be walking down that street. 1 man died at the scene. He also shot 4 other people at a home in Jenkins Township, which is just north of Wilkes-Barre. He was the father of 5 of the 7 children he killed. Among the adults killed were girlfriends and the mothers of his children. Now, current Luzerne County District Attorney Sam Sangodoci says even though 43 years has passed, the Banks case is still studied very closely by prosecutors and the police.
I think the level of horror seen in this case took everybody by storm. It was maybe the real loss of the innocence of Luzerne County. To think, children, women and children murdered to that such an extent. I mean, the volume, in this case, to lose 13 people in a span of 24 hours is something I think the people of Luzerne County were not ready for.
And I could tell you, looking back at that time, again, I was a 20, 21 years old student, and thinking the magnitude of this. Now, we also talked with longtime TV reporters Mark Davis and Dave DeCosmo about their memories on that fateful day, and then, of course, the trial and the weeks ahead. Banks is now serving life in prison. A judge ruled him incompetent to be put to death. Now, the 2822 Now app is available on Roku, Apple TV, and Amazon Fire. We have more information on our website, 2822news.com, on how you can find that app and download it. Much more to come. It's one podcast, folks, you don't want to miss. Really something historic, not a good historic marker in Luzerne County, northeastern PA, but something that, again, still haunts many people across the area. Back to you.
All right, Andy Mehalshick reporting live. Thanks, Andy.